Donald Trump just posted this on Truth Social. Stock market just hit an all-time high. When will the fake polls show that I am doing a great job on the economy? And much more. Thank you. Man, the brag on the stock market is crazy, especially at a time where a lot of crypto investors are suffering. But my question is, what do you guys think about what Trump had to say? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, I wish that was all Trump had to say, but unfortunately, there's a lot more that we need to discuss in this video, which is coming up a little bit later on. We also need to talk about what one man is saying about Ethereum, because he's saying Ethereum is going to reach $100,000, and the price today is laughable. If ETH does reach $100,000, what does that mean for your altcoins? A lot to unfold here. This is one you do not want to miss, that is for sure. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. I could always be wrong. Make sure you guys do your research. Now, real quick before I continue, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. Requires no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that still plays around with leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. Right now, they've got a $300 USDT giveaway happening. Goes towards one winner. How to be eligible for this draw. Sign up, deposit, and trade between December 5th and 31st. All users signed up using my link, new and old, is eligible. Again, BTCC, the link will be in my description down below for anyone that's interested. Now, yesterday, the Feds came out and said that they were going to lower interest rates by 25 BPS. Now, it was to be expected, and because of that, a lot of people went over to Polymarket and they were betting. The betting odds was around like 98% or something crazy like that. This one person actually risked $2.3 million just to win $80,000. Like, bro, really? 2.3 million risk just to win $80,000 is absolutely crazy to me. But anyways, after the Feds made that announcement, the market did pump. It pumped for about an hour and then it completely dumped. And today, this is what we're seeing in the overall market. Every single coin here is red, down 7%, 11%, 8%, 5%. Like, it's a complete nightmare scenario for newbies. You know, we've been in this market for a very long time, and this is to be expected for the remainder of 2025. Like I have been telling you guys, there is no news that I could actually think of right now that will get this market going for the remainder of 2025. We're going to see little pumps here and there. Matter of fact, on the Bitcoin chart, I saw something that shows that we could see a little bit of a pump in the short term, but is it going to last? Well, let's talk about that right now. All right, so right now Bitcoin is sitting just over $90,000. I am noticing this little bit of a inverse head and shoulders pattern on the Bitcoin charts, which is typically a bullish sign. The problem though is that inverse head and shoulders is sitting inside of a bear flag, which I showed you guys probably about a week ago, right? So the charts isn't looking the greatest for Bitcoin. I told you guys in this pattern, it's going to squeeze a little bit up. Bitcoin could even potentially reach around $98,000, as high as maybe even $106,000 before breaking down again. Now, that's not a guaranteed. It's no one actually knows where the bottom is for Bitcoin. I'm just telling you guys about the patterns that I see on the charts. And if this bear flag does end up playing out, then we could see Bitcoin fall down towards around $70,000. I want you guys to keep in mind what's coming up in January with MicroStrategy, which I have talked about multiple times on this channel already within the last couple weeks. So keep that in mind with everything going on with MicroStrategy, potentially, you know, delisting happening. Like, you guys need to understand that there could be more volatility on the way. So make sure you guys plan accordingly. Set those stop losses or set, you know, those limit buy orders or whatever your trading strategy is. Just make sure at least you have one, because the last thing that you want is to not be prepared during these market conditions. Eventually, the market is going to bounce back and some people will benefit from the markets bouncing back. Just make sure it's you guys. Okay, now let's get into what someone had to say about Ethereum's price target. And then I want to get back into Donald Trump, because the guy had more words to say. And what I'm realizing with this guy, with Donald Trump, anything that he says, you kind of have to take it literally. But let's start off with this guy right here, because I like optimistic people. Okay, so Tom Lee says Ethereum is going to reach $100,000. Listen to this.
Ethereum's price is not about what's happening today. It's about the future. And so they shouldn't expect the price to go up every day, but they should invest in that super cycle. And I think that what people get wrong is if you're discounting the future, Ethereum at 5,000 and Ethereum at 3,000, it's still got a $100,000 price in the future.
Okay, so you guys just heard it. Tom Lee said Ethereum is going to $100,000. But did you guys also hear what he said? That one specific word he used, super cycle. You know who else used that word just a couple days ago? CZ from Binance. He used the word super cycle. So these guys are still using the word super cycle. But the question is, are we still or are we in a super cycle? And if not, are we going to get into a super cycle? No one actually knows. The only thing that you can do right now is buy and hold. That is pretty much the only thing that you can do. Buy and hold your high conviction coins. He also said something in the video, but instead of playing it for you guys, I'm just going to tell you guys. He said a lot of investors wish that they could just hit that buy button, or they expect to just hit that buy button and the coin is just going to shoot up to the moon. It just doesn't work like that. 9 times out of 10, you're going to hit that buy button and the first thing that you're going to see is a coin dip a little bit. But hey, if it was easy, everybody would do it. You guys already know this. Okay, but let's get back into Trump. So this is what Trump had to say. Trump said that the stock market should continue to go up. He said the stock market should continue to go up. Remember what happened the last time Trump spoke like this? The markets went parabolic. Remember this time period? Trump told investors to buy on social media hours before his tariff pause rose stock, raising questions about manipulation. This was back in April, the beginning of April. Trump said buy, the stock markets exploded. Now Trump is saying the stock market should continue to go up. Again, I believe that we should start taking this man's word literally. Because if the stock market continues to go up, then maybe, just maybe, eventually the crypto space is going to follow behind. Eventually it's going to happen. You know, it's only a matter of time. You got to have patience with this market, man. This market will eat you up and chew you out. It's already done that to a lot of investors. But when you consider where the space is going, because I want you guys to actually take a look at this right here. Okay. Coinbase opens in-app trading for all Solana tokens. All Solana tokens. So Coinbase launched built-in DEX trading for every Solana token at the Breakpoint conference in Abu Dhabi today. Users can now access the full ecosystem from major projects to meme coins directly in the app using aggregators like Jupiter, funding with USDC or fiat. So the space continues to grow. This space, honestly, we are at the beginning. And this is why I don't understand anyone that's leaving the space completely. We are literally just getting started, if you ask me. So even though Trump is bragging about the stock market and a lot of investors is losing money in the crypto market, eventually I believe there's going to be some sort of a balance that's going to happen. What's going on with the stock market? We already know the news, right? The stock market is looking to go on chain like everything else, right? Tokenization is coming. So make sure you guys keep your head in the game, stay locked in, because eventually these coins will bounce back and there's going to be a lot of money to be made. And the last thing that you want to do is be completely on the sidelines like everyone else that left the space completely because they felt like we are entering into a bear market. They left the space and they're going to end up FOMOing into these coins back at all-time highs. It's a never-ending cycle, and this is why a lot of people don't change their lives, because they don't want to put in the work, they don't want to put in the time, they don't have patience. Takes patience. You already know this. There's lots of examples. Early Bitcoin investors, they had patience. Now they're laughing all the way to the bank. If you want to laugh to the bank, you're going to have that patience, right? But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links down below. And until next time, take care.